Ladies and gentlemen, podcasting since 2005. You're listening to Gamertag Radio. With your hosts, podcaster Hall of Famer Danny Peña, the always opinionated Paris Lilly, and from outside of the norm, Peter Toledo. This is Gamertag Radio.
All right, welcome to Gamertag Radio, episode 1131. This is your host, Danny Peña. And first of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that's listening to the show. I know there was no stream on Sunday. It's Memorial Day weekend. I want us to just relax and do our thing. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be a solo episode one more time. Just me, no Pete, no Paris. But don't worry, we have a lot of very cool stuff happening in GTR behind the scenes. We've been working a couple of things, and you'll see. Just make sure to stay tuned, subscribe to the show, and you're gonna hear some really, really cool content in the future. So stay tuned. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, for first, head over to gamertagradio.com and listen to our past episodes. Share with your friends. Let people know about GTR. Also, you can find us on any podcast app. Just search for Gamertag Radio. We're there. Subscribe. Follow us. Hey, even post a review. That will help us out a lot too. So, one more thing. Love answering questions from the listeners. Doesn't matter where you're from. Doesn't matter if it's an email or a voice message. Or you could even record through speakpipe.com/Gamertag Radio. Just go over there and record a message through your laptop, through your computer, through your phone. And we'll get it. And we'll play on the show, and it's called Fan Mail. I love Fan Mail. Fan Mail is the best part of recording these episodes because now we're answering questions from the fans. So if you would like to be part of our Fan Mail episode or Fan Mail segment, here's how you contact us.
Send us your feedback or questions. Give us a call at 786-273-7GTR. Email us at fanmail@gamertagradio.com or leave a message on speakpipe.com/gamertagradio.
All right, a couple things, man. Yo, Thursday and Friday of last week was intense. So much E3, pre-E3 announcements. We got to see Dying Light 2, Horizon Forbidden West, which I said it looks phenomenal. I can't wait to play that on my PS5. Don't know how it's going to look for the PS4, but PS5 looks amazing. I'm definitely going to get that. Rumors of about the new Nintendo Switch, where supposedly we're going to hear about this very, very soon. It might be next week, right before E3. Who knows? And Friday, there was a gameplay reveal of Far Cry 6. And look, love the Far Cry series. The last game, I really enjoyed it. Both last games, it was good. Far Cry 5 was my favorite so far. But yeah, they showed some gameplay there, and it looks phenomenal. It looks really, really good. Now, the question that I do have is, why the hell people were complaining about the graphics? I think the game looks good. I don't know what people were looking at or what, but remember too, guys, that usually when a company streams live through like YouTube or Twitch, any of those stuff, the resolution is kind of whack. It's not that great. It goes all the way down, and it doesn't look at the highest potential. You have to wait until like the 4K version. So you could look at it to see if it looks good or not. But I personally think the game looks good. Horizon Forbidden West looks amazing too. You know, Dying Light looks phenomenal. I don't know what people are complaining. The game looks a lot of fun. And I can't wait to play Far Cry 6. Can't wait. So the good thing about it is also the soundtrack, because you know, when they had the gameplay reveal, which, first of all, Ubisoft, next time when you're going to announce about a gameplay reveal, just tell us the exact time where we're planning to get to see the actual gameplay. Because what you did was you said join us at this time. And when we went there, everybody went there. There was a countdown for an extra 30 minutes. I'm like, wait a minute, this is not the official thing. We have to wait until it hits 0. But while I was there waiting and watching the video and listening to the music in the background, they play some original salsa music because the location of this game is called Yara. It's based in, it's a fake location, of course, but it's in the Caribbean island called Yara. And it looks to me kind of like Cuba. The cars look like Cuba. Just the environment, tropical, certain things that you see, like the pulsar of the dictator in the game, which his name is Anton Castillo. He is the leader of the nation of Yara. And also he has his son. His son is his name is Diego, that he will become. He's basically training him as a young, and then he's gonna train him for him to become the next president of the island. So the crazy thing about this, there was a part in the game where there's like only one gigantic building that reminds me of like the Empire State Building. So yeah, that's in the game. There's a lot of new weapons. Supposedly it's going to be the biggest open world game from the Far Cry series, which I'm very, very excited about that. And man, it's going to be crazy once this game comes out. All right, so let's also talk about one of the main characters in the game. Her name is Dani Rojas. So let me spell that. That's DADANI Rojas. So yes, he's also a Yara native. She's there, and she also has experienced some brutality of Anton's rule firsthand. So there's not much things that we know about the character, but yeah, look, I'm happy that they have a Latina protagonist in the game, and that's awesome. Now, I know everybody was super excited about this, right? When they show your companion, his name is Chorizo. Oh my God, the cutest thing. Let me tell you, it's a little dog. I am definitely going to protect him 100% because he looks really dope and super cute. So yeah, I can't wait. So anyways, Dani Rojas is a guerrilla fighter. So this is from the website. She joins Libertad, a ragtag group of the guerrilla fighters, to liberate their home from Anton's corrupt regime. So we're going to find out more about her later. And also there's interviews if you go online and browse like the web, different sites, where supposedly the developers of the game also spoke with the guerrilla fighters, and that helped them to come up with the idea of for like the game. So it's similar to what the developers of Far Cry 5 did. They also met with I totally forgot. I say like a cult leader or something like that, where they also consult them to like do certain things in the game, because they want to keep it as real as possible. So I get it. The only thing about this game that they just have a totally fake location. So yeah, you could become a guerrilla, play as Dani Rojas. You could play male or female, and you could experience the storyline. All depends on what you do in the game. And of course, weapons. There's so many weapons you can get in the game too, man. And also, animal companion. I already mentioned Chorizo. He's a wiener dog, for those that don't know. And what else? So there's characters. There's Dani, Diego, Clara. Don't know much about Clara. She is an experienced fighter, which she's also against the government. And you'll find out more about her. Also, this other character, his name is Juan. And also, of course, I mentioned Diego, which he's the son of Anton. So make sure to tune in for that. But yeah, Chorizo outfit, man, Chorizo looks super, super dope. Right now, I'm on the official website just seeing the stuff that they have there. But yeah, just look up Far Cry 6 on Google, and it will take you to the official website from Ubisoft. And yeah, the game has a lot of potential. Can't wait to learn more about the game. And it looks like this is going to be like an Xbox marketing thing, because I noticed that Xbox had a live stream where they also interviewed the developers of the game and so on. So, all right, so it looks like there's going to be some marketing deal there for this game on Xbox, because previously it was always been a PlayStation type thing. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. So, yeah, look, for those that are listening to this podcast, please let me know, like, what are your thoughts about just Far Cry 6? Do you like the story? Do you like that this take place at a fake location, which looks like Cuba minus the building that looks like Empire State Building, but they have the music and everything. And I want to know, are they going to have a lot of salsa music? Are they going to have reggae? Maybe some merengue? I would love to get like some great Latino soundtrack, Caribbean music, even put reggae in there, man. I think it'll be amazing, man. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about the game overall at fanmail@gamertagradio.com, or just go to Discord. That's discord.gg/GTR. Just go over there and just post your thoughts about just the game overall, and just communicate that with the community. So can't wait to hear more about Far Cry 6.
You're listening to Gamertag Radio.
Thanks to THQ Nordic, we had an opportunity to get Biomutant for really early. We've been playing this game for a while now. This game is released for the PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One, Series X and S versions. Biomutant is an action role-playing game and is developed by this Swedish developer called Experiment 101, and is published by THQ Nordic. So the game was developed by 20 people in total that worked on this. And think of it as like a action RPG, like Zelda, something like that for like the Switch, So the game has a lot of potential, but man, it gets really repetitive with a lot of things, just like the bosses. There's one particular boss in the game where I just got really stuck, and I just didn't like the experience overall with that, with that particular boss. And the game looks cool and everything. I was super excited when I got the game, and I know P and Paris also were. Man, we were like all excited because we got to see like the trailer. And I don't know, the game, I won't say is a bad game because it's still fun, but I feel like it could have been a little bit better on certain things, And also the narrating in the game, I don't know, it gets really old quick, So I don't know. I know that this game came out and it's been getting mixed reviews everywhere. But for those that are listening to this, like, go check it out. The game is not a bad game. I just feel like it could have been a lot better. Now, here's the thing. The game, which you could buy right now on stores, is $60. I don't know if I prefer. Let me tell you, I prefer for this game to be like on Game Pass or PlayStation Now. I think that would have been a better way for me to check out the game. If, let's just say, I've never gotten a review copy. But yeah, for those who are listening, will you even buy this game for $60? And if you got it, were you happy with the performance, with just the package, everything inside? Overall, are you having fun? Because for me, I had a great time, but it was a lot of things that was just disappointing overall, man. The design looks cool. Open world is awesome. There's certain things that you could do, like you would get like vehicles to go certain areas. And of course, there's fast travel once you discover different locations in there. But I don't know, man. It's just, it could be better. It could be a lot better. And I just wish there was like more people that worked on this game. I think they would have done a lot more with it, because it's more than 20 people, So the only way I compare this to is kind of similar to like Cyberpunk. They try to do too much in the game, way too much, Now this didn't feel rushed. It just felt like, yes, you could tell it was 20 people that worked on this. That's how the vibe I got with Biomutant. So yeah, that's my experience so far Biomutant, I can't wait to hear what Paris and Pete in the future. We probably will talk about it here again, and we'll bring it up once again here on Gamer Tag Radio. All right, so another thing, there's a lot of pre-E3 stuff coming up, which we're going to be covering here on Gamer Tag Radio. So make sure to tune in. There's a couple things which I can't even say of the virtual events and the type of content I'm going to be covering for the show. But stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think you guys are going to be extremely happy with the stuff that I have planned here in the coming days. So just stay tuned. And actually, I'm also going to be under embargo until closer to E3. So just make sure to stay and subscribe. And we definitely will talk about it on the show. So, all right. So I'm going to read this quick email for fan mail. So let's do it. It's time for fan mail.
Fan mail at gamertagradio.com.
All right, so this email is from David. He says, "Hi, GTR. First of all, thanks for the quality content and discussions. I love your work. My question boils down to this. Should Halo Infinite include, and I quote, structure building in one of its competitive game types? I know immediately it sounds like a Fortnite ripoff, but," he says, "one, Forge existed way before Fortnite. They would have had to find a way to incorporate a true competitive aspect to it, but I think it's possible." And it says also, number two, older games already in. It's the new gen that has to be attracted and most importantly engage with the game and what it offers. Kids into shooters these days love a good challenge, and Halo can provide that challenge with additional building mechanics while still offering different game types for other types of players. Finally, I would like to say I'm watching my nephew play Fortnite. It reminds me a lot of Halo 3 back in the days. Forge, custom maps, and game types. The community, playing horse and messing around with friends, etc. It's all in Fortnite, and it's too familiar. Wait, he says, okay. It's all in Fortnite too, in similar ways. Halo Infinite can and should inspire to bring that feeling to kids and older gamers alike. In other words, make custom content and be a big vocal point, please. He says also, like it was in Halo 3 and Reach. Thanks for your time. I hope this isn't something that's already been discussed a ton. David. First of all, David, thank you so much for this email. And here's the thing. I think that I will love, of course, Halo should have custom type of games there where you could, make it yourself for private matches, and maybe hopefully it will become big and people could try it out for matchmaking, which we got to see that even if you go all the way from like Halo 2 to now, the developers just love that stuff, man. So I like that part. Now, do you think 343 should add that type of game type in there, similar to like Fortnite? I don't think so. What I've been saying now for like the past few months is, and Paris who mentioned that, they need to do something that's going to attract the younger audience. A lot of them just love, of course, besides Fortnite, but they just love just the battle royale game type. I could see 343 doing something different that doesn't have to be exactly like Warzone or Apex Legends. Do a game, create a game type that, okay, once you hear about it, it's Halo, but it's different. That's going to attract the younger audience. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Battle Royale, but totally different. The thing I like about Apex Legends is, yes, it's considered a Battle Royale, but it's not 4 players. It's only through 3 people. And it's a different type of gameplay compared to Warzone and Fortnite. That's the type of thing that I would like to see from 343. Not the, let's add this similar to Fortnite because the younger audience just love that type of content. I honestly totally disagree with that. Yes, have those custom competitive game types that we could customize our type of games and everything. That works, or even the maps. That will be awesome. But like I said, a brand new, different type of battle royale, Halo style, Halo Infinite. Plus, that multiplayer is going to be totally free for Xbox One owners, Xbox Series X and S owners, and also PC gamers. And of course, for those that play Xbox through their mobile devices or tablet, etc., they're also going to experience that type of game too. So that's my opinion. I'm not saying I'm 100% right, but let me know, for those who are listening, do you agree with me? Do you agree with David, the stuff that he's saying that they should that 343 should add in the game, and so on? Just let us know, and I'll definitely will play it on the next episode of Fan Mail. So we'll definitely make it happen. All right, we're gonna play another voicemail, and this is from, what's his name, Jay. So let's check it out.
What's going on, Gamertag Radio? This is G from Orange County, New York. What's going on, Pete, Danny, Paris? Hope you guys are doing well. Now, the question I have is, the movie Hardcore Henry is definitely, inspired or very like a first-person shooter type of movie. Do you think that would translate in a video game aspect? That's really all I got. And maybe if you have any ideas or thoughts or wants to have a movie that is not made into a video game to be made into a video game. Thanks, guys. I hope you're doing well and enjoy your day.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Jay, and shout out to everybody from Orange County, NY. Yeah, shout out to you guys, man. All right, so I know you mentioned about Hardcore Henry. So I've never watched the movie, but I did watch the trailer recently and also years back when it came out, and it looks interesting. It looks really, really cool. Do I think that they should create like a game for this? Here's the thing. Usually, what I want is when a company or developer studio work on a game based on a movie, I want something that is totally new. It's a different type of experience, like just the story overall. I don't like when you already know what's going to happen in the game, because I think by you creating a new story that relates to the movie or TV series, you're opening up the universe, right? Like it's a lot of stories that we could talk about within the game, podcasts, books, etc. That's the type of thing that I want. I don't like when companies copy straight from the movie and you already know the story overall. Don't like that. For example, I'm going to give you a perfect example. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, we know about the story and everything, right? But this is a totally different story. Way before Star Wars, A New Hope, and the original trilogy and the prequels, way before that. So, and it's a totally different, brand new story. So that's the type of thing that I would like to see in the future. Now, what is sad is when companies also try to copy games and turn into movies, and it just doesn't work. Perfect example. Remember Doom with The Rock? Terrible movie. I don't want that type of thing. I want something totally different, a different type of experience that we're going to be talking about it for years. That's the type. So, Jay, if you have any other games or movie actually that you think it would be great to convert them into like a game, let us know, man. Hardcore Henry has a lot of potential, but if a company do plan to do that, make it a different type of experience, different type of story that relates to Hardcore Henry. That's the thing I want. Thanks so much for the voicemail. Like I said, I love answering questions to the listeners and everything, and we're going to continue doing that. All right, so we're going to continue with more and more question. So, man, let's see. This is from John Wiki. He posted this on our fan mail channel. If you go to Discord, you will find it there. There's questions from everybody. So here goes. He says, what are your craziest, doesn't have to be likely, predictions, he says. So my craziest prediction is I would love to see the return of Jet Set Radio. Next year is going to be the 20th anniversary of Jet Set Radio Future, which we still haven't had like a remake of that. They haven't re-released it since the launch of that game, which was available for the original Xbox, and it was only exclusive for that console too. But I would love to see a brand new Jet Set Radio game from Sega. That would be amazing if that happens. That's one of my predictions when it comes to that. And if Sega do plan to announce a brand new Jet Set Radio, might as well just do it on an Xbox conference and make that game exclusive. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing that I would like. And for those that don't know, years back, Sega had a community event where I think before the event started, people had a vote from their older IPs, and Sega wanted the fans to vote which game they should bring back. And Jet Set Radio was the number one game. PSO, Fighting Star Online, wasn't even in the top 3. I think it was like number 5 or 6, something like that. I can't quite remember. But look, the game is back. PSO 2 is back here in the States. New Genesis, which is also coming out next month. That is a brand new Fighting Star Online game. So again, we might see more content from Sega. Is it going to be exclusive or not? Or is it going to be available for every console? That part, I don't know. But hey, just bring back Jet Set Radio. Definitely, I want that. Now, for example, EA, I know they're not going to have no E3 event. They're going to wait until the month of July. That's when we're going to have EA Play. Here's one thing that I would like to see from EA. Bring back, of course, show something about Skate, the new Skate game. I think that would be good. Show us maybe a new Star Wars game. Is it going to be like the last game? Is it going to be something different, like a shooter? I think that would be great for EA to show something like that, right? So I would love to see that. And also, hey, bring back Dead Space. Why not? That would be an amazing game series that easily could bring back. And it's a totally scary game because we need more scary games, man. Definitely need that. All right, what other companies, man? Oh, man. Xbox is the one that I'm like, oof, because we know already Nintendo, they're going to have a new console. Most likely we'll see more information. We're probably going to get more information about the new Zelda game. Are we going to get any new infos about Metroid Prime? Is that coming back? What about the next Bayonetta game? When are we actually going to see gameplay? This is an opportunity for Nintendo to not only show the new console, but hey, show the game, because at the end of the day, you could have a powerful console or not. If you don't have the games, what is the purpose of you buying a console, right? So that's what I would like to see from E3. And we're going to have, John, hopefully, if everything runs smooth, because we here's the thing, a lot of things been going on with us behind the scenes. That's why I'm recording solo. Paris is super busy. He's out of town. Pete is, he's in Switzerland, so he can't record during the week. He only could record on Sunday, but it's Memorial Day weekend. I have things to do tomorrow, so I'm trying to record as much content as possible for you guys, the listeners, because I don't like to take breaks. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's something like a major holiday, like, for example, Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, which is only celebrated here in the States. Something like that. That's when we're like, okay, we got to take some breaks, man. So, but hopefully in the future, before everything starts, we'll probably do another prediction. We'll see. Fingers crossed. If not, just stay tuned, because I'm definitely going to do a lot of co-streaming during the week of E3. And I'm going to try my best to release as much content as possible during that week. So stay tuned for that. Here's another one. This is from Matt. He said, hey, GTR, just wanted to give a shout out to each of you for the solo episodes you have done over the years lately. I imagine it's pretty hard to do, but you make it sound seamlessly and effortless. Appreciate the hard work to keep delivering such great content. P.S. Danny, the throwback episodes are a blast to listen to. Really fun to hear what people were envisioning for the future of gaming years ago. Thank you so much, Matt. I'm actually going to add another retro episode here, because I want to do that from now all the way to like November, because it's the 20th anniversary of Xbox. And there was a lot of great content that came out years back. And we were, I put it on the show. And I think it's great to re-release that so we could listen to it. And man, you could hear what people were saying back in the days about when the original Xbox came out, the GameCube, 360, etc. So I'm definitely gonna play another one here on this episode. And I even have interviews with the original creators of Xbox 360, etc. And I also have roundtable discussions with Peter Moore, Jay Allard. Oh my God, so many cool content, which I'm going to release it here. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be later. Hopefully later this week. I'm definitely going to play that. Not for this episode, but in the future. So stay tuned.
You're listening to Gamertag Radio.
All right, let's talk about a sponsor, and that's Magic Spoon. Do you remember, guys, growing up, cereal was one of the best parts of being a kid, and I always would be eating it super early in the morning, especially on Saturday mornings with my favorite cartoons. But guess what? Throughout the years, I have to give it up. I realized it was full of sugar and junk, and there's stuff that you shouldn't be really eating. I've been trying to cut down on carbs, been walking, doing a lot of healthy stuff, and I want to eat more healthy food. And I realize I can't eat anything anymore because it's tough. It's really, really tough. But there's other ways to do it. We all been trying to eat better, but healthy breakfast doesn't have to be that boring, guys. Magic Spoon has the amazing flavors you will love, but without all the bad stuff. Check it out. 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs on each serving. That's 140 calories a serving. Keto friendly, gluten free, grain free, soy free, low carbs, and GMO free. And guess what? We got an exciting news for this, man. Magic Spoon also released a special delicious flavor called Birthday Cake. Birthday Cake Magic Spoon will be available in a special 5-pack for a limited time only. So guess what? Get it while you can. Or you can also build your own box, which also available flavors to build your own custom bundle of cocoa, fruity, frosted, peanut butter, and cinnamon. Highly recommend for you to try the peanut butter. So delicious. So if you're listening in Canada, Magic Spoon now ships there as well. So GTR, go right now to magicspoon.com/GTR to grab the new limited edition birthday cake or custom bundle of cereal. Try it out today and be sure to use our promo code GTR at checkout. And guess what? You'll save $5 off your order. This offer is now good anywhere in the US or Canada, but only when you use the code at checkout. Again, Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's back with 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any other reason, they will refund your money, no questions asked. Remember, get your next delicious bowl of guilt-free cereal at magicspoon.com/GTR and use promo code GTR to save $5. Thank you to Magic Spoon for sponsoring this episode of Gamer Tag Radio.
This is Gamer Tag Radio. Voicemail at 786-2737-GTR.
All right, so Toon Medic, he says, hey, GR fan, what do you think about the Yakuza series moving forward with their turn-based combat? Is this a good thing? Or do you think they are gambling too much on that mechanic? Toon Medic, thank you so much, Toon. Shout out to you and everybody in New York City. And honestly, I had a great time with the last Yakuza game that came out, actually for the launch of the Xbox Series X. And this has that RPG style, which I'm fine with it. I had a blast playing that game. The game is amazing. So I don't see that as a gamble. I see that as they're trying to change the way you play when it comes to the Yakuza series, so Yakuza series. So, for those that don't like it, I mean, at least you could go back and play all the like the old games, which is also available on Game Pass. But I'm okay with it, man. There's a lot of people that love JRPGs type game mechanics. So I think I'm fine with it. Hey, continue releasing all that stuff. I am 100% with it. Definitely will support it. All right, so this is another one from Vision. Hey, GTR, do you think 343 should make a Halo Wars and Halo Wars to FPS after the launch of Halo Infinite. I would like to use those vehicles and weapons from those titles. Vision, no, I don't think they should do that. I think Halo Wars 2 should stay exactly how it is, because that's why it makes that game so special when it comes to that, especially the first Halo Wars. Nah, don't make that FPS. Why everything has to be an FPS? Nah, let's change it up. I think that's fine. Keep it like that. I totally disagree of making those games as an FPS. So, but look, if you want those vehicles and weapons, hey man, maybe request that to 343 to maybe they can add that for Infinite. But nah, don't change that game, man, to FPS. No way. I'm not with it, man. Not at all. So there you go. All right, so man, I think that's about it, right? Let me double check if there's anything else here on GTR. Because I think it would be cool. But anyways, look, so I just want to say very quick, I'm sorry that this episode is not that long. I know that Memorial Day weekend is now, and like I said, E3 is coming up. We have a lot of big surprises, which I can't wait to talk about it here finally on the show, of the type of content that we're planning to release here. And look, E3 is going to be fun. I hope all of y'all will follow me on Twitter. That's GODFREE. I'm going to be there giving updates on what are my plans. I'm also going to be co-streaming the Xbox Digital Showcase. I'm planning to do that with other, like for Ubisoft and a couple other, also through the whole E3. And just, we're going to have fun with it, man. I think that will be cool to do here on the show. And again, I'm planning also to release a lot of podcast episodes, and hopefully once everything slows down for Paris and Pete, then we will come back and just have a regular weekly 2 episodes a week, that type of content for you guys, and we'll be back. And don't worry, it's coming. But very soon we have a pretty cool episode, which I'm inviting a friend of ours to be on that podcast, and it's going to be a great and amazing one. So that one is coming out in the future, so stay tuned for that. And I think that's about it, man. Oh, but yeah, I got to mention this very quick. So like I said, the last episode, Bright Live, which everybody knows, that's where I have my podcasting 101 series, where I'm going to be teaching people. It doesn't matter if you're an old podcaster, a new podcaster, I'm going to be teaching people on just making a great podcast, how to market to your audience, how to record everything, and it's only exclusively on brightlive.com. So my next session, I can't announce the date just yet, but it's sometime at the end of June. It's going to be on a weekday. I'm trying to have it like around maybe 5 p.m. Pacific. That will be 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is the plan. Stay tuned. I have a lot of big announcements when it comes to that too. So please just stay tuned and make sure to follow me, because once I announce the date, you only have a certain amount of seats available for you to attend the sessions. Because last time we had like a good 30 to 40 people, and that was a lot of people in that session. I only could have, I think, up to like 90 or so. But make sure to tune in. It's going to be a big one. I can't wait to talk about it, man. All right, so head over to Gamertag Radio, post your comments and feedback, listen to our past episodes. You can find us on any podcast app. Just search for Gamertag Radio. And guess what? We're in all podcast apps. Just subscribe, search for us. That's it. Make sure to also post a review if you find us on any podcast app out there, and that will help us out to get discovered from a lot more people. So we need to start subscribing, start sharing, all that good stuff, all right? Also, if you would like to be part of our fan mail segment or episode, here's how you could contact us. All right, so I just want to say thank you, everyone. Later this week, I'm going to have another episode. Don't know if it's going to be solo or not. We'll see. Most likely it will be solo. We'll see. But so stay tuned. And please let me know your thoughts about the recording, the episode, me doing this solo. Don't worry, P and Paris are going to come back here, and we're going to have a regular GTR episodes, which I'm excited for. So stay tuned. All right, until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Thanks for listening to Gamertag Radio. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.